Hi guys, it's Aromal and welcome back to my channel. I'm excited to share with you how I created this satisfying animation in Blender. I hope you find this video helpful and informative, so without any further ado, let's get started. So basically what I have done here is I have added an icosphere. So Shift A and an icosphere, and then I have added a particle system. So to add a particle system, you select the icosphere, go to the particle systems. Where is it? Yeah, now there's the particle system, and you can add a particle system, set that to hair, and just add another icosphere. That can be any icosphere or any other. You can even add some monkeys in there, monkey heads in there if you like. So and let me just play with the settings to do like something. So basically the thing that you need to do is set this to hair, and from the source set this to emit from faces, and for the object set the instead object to icosphere. If you are adding a monkey, you can set it to monkey, and whatever you want you can add it there. Okay, that's the thing. So that's it with the icosphere and the particle system. So next what I've done is I have added the monkey. Then move the monkey a little to the top so that we get this required things, and then I have added in another like shape, like you can add in curves. I have added a circle here. So after adding the circle, we need to add some geometry. So I went to this object data properties, and under the geometry you can go down to depth, and I have added the depth of 0.03 and the resolution set to 4. You can experiment with different values and see what likes for you. Basically this animation is all about experimenting and stuff. So then I have added another sphere over here and move the sphere to match. Move the sphere to match in the curve or the circle that we just created. That's it actually pretty much with the scene. For the background I have added a cube and I have beveled it in the sides. So tab into it merge to show you. So what I've done here is I have added select the edges, all the other edges, and then Control B to bevel, and then scrolling the mouse wheel to add some loop cuts. Then if you want you can add drop in a subdivision surface modifier over that, and add in shade smooth also. Okay, so that's it primarily with that. So let's get into animation. So for the animation, what I've done here is I have animated in such a way that, let me just show you. Let me just turn this off. Okay, turn it off. Okay, so in here what I've primarily done is, please go to the morning time so you can see it better. Yeah, so here what I've done is, if you just see the animation, see this ring will rotate or revolve around the monkey, and the ball or the sphere is supposed to be moving around the path. So the main concept there is it should move along the path and it should rotate. So let me just show you. Going back to layout and pause this. So let's start with the ball moving along the circle. So select the sphere, go to object constraints. Okay, go to object constraints, add in an object constraint, and select this follow path. Where is it? Yeah, there's it, follow path. And under the follow path, tell the target to Bezier curve. The up axis is y axis, forward axis is y axis, and the up axis is z axis, and set it to follow curve. That's primarily what you need to do. And maybe it will like the sphere will shift to bottom of top. What you just need to do is you need to align it to the starting point where you want it to follow, and that's pretty much it. It will work straight away. So now to animate this ring, I'll go to the first keyframe, add in a keyframe right there. Okay, add a keyframe right there for the rotation. So x0, y0, and z0, and move to the last frame. To move to the last frame, you need to hold on shift and press the right arrow key. That will go to the last frame, and for the first frame, shift and left arrow key. Okay, this is how you can toggle between first and last frames. So go to the last frame and set the keyframe values to x and y on rotation to 360 and 360. It'll make it come back to the 360th at the 300th frame. Okay, if you want to make this animation loop, you can Control A, on the keyframe section, or the playback timeline, and select A, and then select T, and then set this to linear. Okay, initially it will be set to Bezier. You can set it to linear. That will make the throughout the animation seem seamless and linear. Okay, if it was like Bezier, the starting point should be like a gradual curve. This time setting to linear, it will be like a straight line, if that makes sense. Okay, so that's up with setting up the scene and the animation. So now the third thing will be the materials, lighting, and the rendering. Okay, so for the materials, before that I have added the camera also. Okay, the camera also, you can just select the desired point you want, press O to set the camera. Control Alt O is the shortcut to set the camera to the current view. Okay, and I'll go to this scene settings and set it to cycles, and then that's it to supported, and then GPU compute. You can play with this viewport samples and things. These are the values I used if you want to like check it out. So the denoise, set the denoise to open image, albedo and normal, and accurate. That doesn't be needed. You can turn on the motion blur if you want. I'm leaving that not untouched. Under the color management setting, set it to medium high contrast. Let me just show you. Under set this to medium high contrast. This is the material preview mode. I haven't added the materials. I'll show you how add the materials in some time. Okay. So for the output settings, I'm going here, setting the resolution to 1080 by 1920, which is the standard resolution for Instagram Reels. I set this to render region so that our system doesn't render the other parts that we need apart from the 1080 by 1920 pixels. The frame rate I'm set into 24. You can change it if you want. And the output location, you can select the location. And file format I'm setting to PNG sequence. The reason being, if something happens in between, like a power shortage or something else, so that I will have the PNG sequence which was done up to that point, and then later on I need to only like take the frames from the remaining frames only, if that makes sense. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the scene and the settings. So now let's get into the materials. Okay, for the materials, it's primarily easier, a simple material only. For the bigger or the main ecosphere, I have added the base color like a purple color only. And for the monkey head, I have added in the gold color. You can select this just gold color. You can like copy the hex code if you want. It's shown right there. Okay, that's pretty much it for this main material, like the main ecosphere material. I have not done any tweaking, but for this monkey head, I have added some. I have reduced some roughness and added the metallic value up to 1 because I want the monkey head to be like a reflective golden metal thing only. That's why. And also for the beads on that, I have used the same material as the monkey head. I have used the same material as the monkey head for the beads also, like the particle system also. For the ring, I have used the same material. I have made a copy. You can make a copy of this material by clicking on this like a clipboard symbol. It will make a copy. And after making the copy, what I did is I adjusted the metallic value, increased the metallic value to 1 so that the ring looks like a metal ring, and added in set the roughness to 0 so that it will be shinier and reflective. Okay. And for the ball also, I have done the same principle as I done to the ring. I have copied the same material of the monkey and added. I decreased the roughness to 0.154. Here I have decreased the roughness to 0. I think, yeah, 0. And also the metallic value all the way up to. That's up with the materials. That's the primary materials only, no other setup. For the scene background, I will just add the principal BSDF. I haven't touched any of the materials. And for the lighting, what I did is, let me just show you. Let me just play this back. Yeah. For the materials, let me just show you by toggling on and off the lights. Okay, this is the material preview mode and this is the render preview. So I have added 2 lights. So this is how it will be looking. Okay, Let me just go to modeling so that I can show you even better. This is how it will be looking without any lights. So I wanted to light it from like 2-point lighting. 2-point lighting is like when you add light in the behind to add in some depth, and then you add in the light from top down to the face so that you can light the subject. Okay, those are techniques that people use in some of the YouTube videos and for studio shoots. So I have used the same principle here. So I had a background area lamp. So this will be lighting. Okay, sorry, this is the front area lamp. Okay, so this is like making the subject look flat, but we need some depth also. So to add the depth, I have added an area lamp at the back, which creates a depth illusion. So let me show you. See, so this is making sure there is some depth. Okay, so to see how the render preview looks, I have clearing the guides. So this is how the render preview will be looking like. Okay, so once you have rendered everything, it will look something like this. So that's it then. If you have any queries or questions, make sure to leave it in the comments and I will make sure to respond to you. So we'll see you in another video. Until then,